Looking to extend their 7-match winning streak, the volleyball team hosts Iowa and number 13 Nebraska this week. The Badgers and Hawkeyes play Wednesday at the Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. And then Sunday's match against Nebraska at the Fieldhouse will start at 4 p.m. and be televised by ESPN2. Head coach Kelly Sheffield is here. We'll have some opening comments and take questions.
Well, just getting back from a interesting week, playing the same opponent twice. It's being able to sweep a really good team, those 6 games. I think that's we're certainly happy to see that. It was kind of interesting how each match takes a life of its own. You know, the first one at their place, our outside hitters went off, and Kelly Bates and Ellen Chapman, Courtney Thomas, those 3 were hitting for really high numbers and were a focal point of our offense. And then a few nights later, how it's just very different. Our middles get going and having a pretty big night. And so, it's the type of team that we have. And, fortunately, we're able to be able to play those types of games. This week coming in and Iowa, they've got a new staff in and a new style, and it looks like they're starting to take off a little bit. They go 5 with an excellent Illinois team earlier in the week, and then pick up their first win against Northwestern, who was just outside the top 25. So they've got to be feeling really good about themselves, and they look pretty good on film. Certainly a lot better than what we've seen a year ago. And then Nebraska later on at the end of the week, and we know how talented, very talented they are. So we're excited about this week, and we're excited about getting back in the gym.
Mentioned Iowa improving the last 2 weeks. What have you seen in them from earlier in the year as they're progressing? Where are they getting better?
Well, it's like I said, it's a new style, new coach, and I've known him for a long time. He does a great job, and he's trying to quicken up the offense, and so they've got a lot of different looks. They're running some, a lot of double slides, and it just takes some time to play the style that he's wanting to play. They're playing hard. They're playing with a lot of energy. But offensively, they're just running things a lot quicker, a lot more diverse, and you can tell that it's starting to take hold.
Eric.
Had your third sellout of the season this weekend. Is it time to open up that upper deck or what?
Yeah, if we can get that in the next 48 hours, that would be fantastic. It's great. It's it's cool to, where people are, it's starting to become a hard ticket, and that's we're really excited about that. What I was really excited about this past weekend is not only selling out, but the students' support there. I mean, they were packed, they were loud, energetic. It's, I think they're starting to come along as well, and that's that makes all of us really excited.
Brian?
Kelly, you have a lot of talented players. Is it difficult to juggle? And, obviously you play a lot of kids, a lot of minutes, but there are others that are continuing to battle throughout the week. Is it tough to juggle that and try to find them sometime?
Probably no. It's I'm not. I don't know if I'm trying to find anybody time. It's I think everybody's time is in practice, and we stat everything in practice. And the people that are they're getting it done on a consistent basis in practice, then they're going to find their way in the lineup. I think Caroline Workman was a great example. She was somebody that wasn't getting a whole lot of court time early on in the season, and her passing numbers just kept getting better and better defensively, and her confidence and how she carried herself and her serving just kept getting better, and we're tracking that. And so we got in the Big Ten season, now she's getting a lot more playing time, and but it wasn't something I was looking to necessarily get her more time. It was her performance on a daily basis is what earned it.
Dennis.
Looking ahead to the Nebraska, John Cook obviously has history here. What's your relation with him over the years? How well do you know him, and your appreciation for what he's done as a coach over the years?
Oh, we've got a great relationship. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's helped me out on numerous occasions when I've called and just asked him for some advice or some help, and he's been extremely helpful in that. Hopefully when he comes in here and he sees that new display up there in the field house, that brings back some good memories. I mean, he was part of a lot of, a lot of great programs, championship programs here, and had a very positive impact on this program here, and we're proud of that. But I think he's a great coach. He's built an unbelievable program and incredible fan base that we're trying to emulate that as far as what they've done. Tremendous commitment to the sport that he there at Nebraska, and he's helped get everybody energized. So nothing but respect.
Anything else for Coach? Oh, Brian?
So you outblock Minnesota, and you're ranked 11th in the league in blocks. Are you a sneaky defensive team at the net? How would you characterize the way you play there as far as blocks are concerned?
It's a great question. It's blocks is one of those funny things. You can do everything right and make the right read, be in the right position, penetrate, all of those things, and get nothing for it. And then a play later, you can just be wildly out of control, throw your hands up there, and the hitter just hits them. And you get credited for that. And so it's one of those tricky stats. We look a little bit more of how we're doing overall defensively. What are we allowing our opponents to hit? Because we think our block and our back court work together in synergy. And, but with that said, I think we're being a lot more disciplined with our blocks, with our hands, cleaning up our footwork. Assistant coach Gary White's done a great job with our middles. And I think our wing blockers are doing a lot better job of with their hand positioning. But it's funny, when we were toward the bottom of the league, I wouldn't have considered us one of the worst blocking teams, and now that we're up there in the top 3, I want to consider us one of the best blocking teams now, just because the numbers say it. It's an area that we're spending a lot of time on, and we're getting better.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.